Arthur's Teacher Moves In by Mark Brown. It was Friday afternoon and Arthur was relaxing. Phew, no Mr. Rapwin all weekend, Arthur said. Arthur, said Mom, I just heard some bad news. The snow collapsed Mr. Rapwin's roof and he has nowhere to stay. Oh, too bad, Arthur said, his eyes glued to the TV. I knew you would feel that way, his mother said. So we invited him to stay here. Oh, okay, Arthur said, still watching TV. Stay here! Arthur ran after Mom. Mom, what did you... Where is... What did you say? Arthur asked. Arthur's teacher is going to stay here, sang DW. Just until his roof is fixed, said Mom. Arthur couldn't believe it. Later that day, Arthur told Buster the news. It's too weird, Arthur said. My teacher in my house, walking on my carpet, eating from my spoons, and touching my stuff. Buster agreed. School is at school, and home is at home, because that's the way it's supposed to be. Exactly, Arthur nodded. But his parents didn't understand. It's just plain wrong, Arthur tried to explain. It goes against nature. The poor man has nowhere else to go, said Dad. He's going to stay here, said Mom, and we're all going to make him feel welcome. Arthur tried to imagine Mr. Rapwin staying at his house, but the picture in his head was too horrible. The next day, Arthur borrowed books from the brain and rushed home to put up his new posters. What are you doing? Asked DW. You wouldn't understand, Arthur answered. Are you trying to make Mr. Regworm think you're smarter than you really are? Go away, Arthur said. Then the doorbell rang. Hi, Mr. Ratbite, said DW. Is it true you tortured kids? Here I am, Arthur cried. Welcome, hello, come in. Please take these up to your room, Arthur, said Dad. He's staying in Arthur's room, sang DW. I put your sleeping bag in DW's room, said Mom. Hey, no fair, said DW. Mr. Rapwin saw the books on Arthur's table. Those are my favorite books in the whole world, Arthur said. Mr. Rapwin said. Trigonometry for fun? The double helix and you? Didn't you just borrow those from the brain? Said DW. I use my brain a lot, Arthur said quickly. Mr. Ropeborn, said DW. Look what's under here. Arthur quickly leaned against the poster. I think I smell Dad making a cake, he said. Cake, said DW. She ran out the door. Cake, said Mr. Rapwin. He ran out too. Arthur sank into his bed, relieved. Later, Arthur was watching the Bionic Bunny show. But when Mr. Rapwin came in, Arthur quickly changed the channel. You look different, Arthur said. I don't always dress for school, said Mr. Rapwin. Mr. Rathead, said DW, you were lucky you weren't in school when the roof fell in. It was the roof to my house, said Mr. Rapwin. DW looked confused. Teachers don't live at school, Mr. Rapwin explained. We have houses just like you do. Oh, said DW. The word was so simple until now. Would you like to watch one of my videos? Mr. Rapwin asked Arthur. Of course, said Arthur. I love educational videos. A cartoon kangaroo appeared on the screen. Spooky Pooh? Arthur asked. One of my favorites, said Mr. Rapwin. After Spooky Pooh, Mr. Rapwin covered Arthur's history book with a handkerchief and waved his hand over it. When he pulled the handkerchief away, the book was gone. Shazam! No homework tonight. Wow, said Arthur. Can you teach me that? Sure, Mr. Rapwin said. For dessert, Dad brought out a huge cake. I like it when Mr. Rapwin stays with us, said DW. On Monday morning, Arthur's friends all shook their heads. Can you imagine Ratburn living with you? Said Buster. I bet Arthur's ready to run away, said Francine. Hey, Arthur, said Buster. You can stay at my house until Ratburn goes home. It's not so bad, said Arthur. He taught me a magic trick. We had fun. Mr. Rapwin waved at Arthur. Arthur waved back. At lunch, everyone was talking about the math test. I got a C minus, Buster said. You beat me, Muffy said. Arthur got an A, said Francine. It's not fair. Yeah, we could all get A's if Mr. Rapper lived with us and our fathers made cake for him, said Muffy. But I studied hard for that test, Arthur protested. Sure you did, everyone said. After school, all of Arthur's friends were busy. Want to watch some Spooky Pooh? Arthur asked. I don't think so, said Buster. I don't want to get between you and your new friend. Want to go to the Sugar Bowl for some hot cocoa? Arthur asked Francine and Muffy. Francine shook her head. Sorry, we're already going to the Sugar Bowl for some hot cocoa. Then the brain asked for his books back. Sure, said Arthur. I'll bring them to your house. No, thanks. Please bring them to school, said the brain. Teacher's pet, sang Binky. That means you, Arthur. Then he handed Arthur a note from Ford. Arthur walked home alone. Pal was at the door to greet him. It's great to get home, said Arthur, and forget all about school. Mr. Rapburn was at the kitchen table eating cake. Oh, said Arthur. Hi. He quickly left the room. Later, Arthur showed Ford's drawing to his parents and Mr. Rapburn. And Binky called me a teacher's pet, Arthur said. Maybe I should talk to everyone, said Mr. Rapburn. No, Arthur said. That would make it worse. You know I won't be giving you special treatment, Mr. Rapburn said, and you have studied hard lately. If you give me an F, said Arthur, that would prove I'm not a teacher's pet. Soon they'll realize that they're wrong, said Mom. Not as soon as if he gives me an F, said Arthur. Tuesday at lunch, everyone made fun of Arthur. Teacher's pet, sang Binky. If cake gets you 1A, will apple pie get you 2A's? Said Francine. Maybe with some vanilla ice cream on top, said Muffy. Arthur tried to laugh. Arthur, I won't be staying at your house anymore. Really? Said Arthur. Mr. Rapper nodded. I need to be closer to my house to supervise the work on my roof. So, Francine's parents have invited me to stay with them. After that, I'll be staying at Binky's house. Who knows, said Mr. Rapburn as he walked away. I may also stay at Muffy's, Buster's, Fern's,